What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Delusions, and today is the day we hit top four of the finals in the arena. So we've got roughly about 9 or 10 minutes. Um, but before we jump straight off into that, I wanted to give a little explanation for the way that I've kind of built this class. Especially knowing that I'm going up against, a very, well-built ENE as well, that being Porter Bass. Um, Currently, if we look over here at him, yeah, we've got a pretty good CP jump on him. But that being said, I think that we'll be able to at least do something going into this. Um, But the way that I've kind of prepared for all of this, just because I knew that this was going to be something that was going to be a hit or miss, because we go back and forth in loop recall. Sometimes I win, sometimes he wins. And I started looking into the properties just a little bit more. And what I had found was, if I went the route that I originally wanted to go, and that is just taking as much HP that I could get out of the attack, out of the defense, and out of the common. That's, yes, it's going to help me, but it's also going to, be a huge damage increase for Porter as well going into this. And the reason why I say this is because if we hop over and we look at Sword of Ages, so essentially what this property does is anytime that he would cast or I would cast Sword of Brilliance, um, it takes his max HP, decreases it by 10.2%, and that lasts for 3 seconds and can stack up to 3 times. So all in all, that's pretty big, but it also inflicts damage equal to 15% of either of our max HP when stacked 3 times. So on top of that, as well as, let's see here, I had another one that I was looking at, um, and it's going to be this one here, Sword of Ages 3. And this one is, again, when you're casting Sword of Brilliance, 100% chance to inflict additional damage equal to 23.5% of that target's max HP. So if I was to really stack my HP up, what's going to end up happening is that anytime he casts Sword of Brilliance, it's almost going to, just take off, somewhere between 10 to 15, maybe 20 million health off of me. So I figured, I was like, we're going to go through and we're going to test this. Unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of time to test this before we started jumping in to the arenas, but I played around with it a little bit, and it seems like it works. So we'll be able to kind of test that a little bit more. But once we switch out, we pick up a new world server, then what I plan on doing is kind of reverting back into going into full HP. That way I just kind of make myself as tanky as possible. But again, what's going to end up happening is that we're still stuck in that Delusions versus Porter gambit, and it's really just a toss up from there to who's going to be able to pull ahead, because it doesn't matter, how high your CP is when you're facing an ENE that are both, missing core pieces. Neither of us have Phoenix, so we don't have to worry about the revive part of it. So the big thing that we're trying to work on is our survivability, but not giving the opponent the upper hand on being able to dish out more damage due to that 30 million CP difference between the two of us. But with that being said, I want to say that we've got 4 minutes left, so we can do a brief overview here of what we're looking at going into the quarterfinals. So I myself, Delusions, will be going up against Dodson Betcha. super cool guy, reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, man, what do you think of, what I've got going on?" We worked through a couple things, so I think that he's got a really good shot of, at least pulling away for that third spot. But we've also got Laura as well that has been really, really grinding out on a lot of evolutions and raising that CP, getting those defenses and resists built up to be able to kind of anticipate, the changes that Dodson has made as well. And then Porter, of course, he's just a solid beast of a DK. So it's uh, no surprise, that he's gonna be ready for all of this. But with that, um, one of my big goals going into this arena season and starting up this Road to Mastery series for the ENE DK was to be able to go in and say, I need to have a lot of short-term goals, um, or milestones that I wanted to hit before we reached the final arenas. One, I wanted to complete my attack property tree. I wanted to turn around and I wanted to figure out, what skill sets were going to be working for me. And, you know, the biggest one was I wanted to hit 100 million CP before, reaching the finals in this arena. Because, like I said from the very beginning, I wanted to stick with this class until, maybe level 650. Um, but I've also got some other classes that I need to be trying as well. By no means is this the last video that I'll be throwing out for ENEDK, but it is going to be one that um, I have enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing all of the progress that Porter makes, going into the future. And who knows, maybe I'll return to this class, but I think the next step for me is going to be ENE Elf. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I have one of as an alt, but I, haven't invested too much time into really trying to figure out what's going to be the best build or how to utilize that in the arena. But just to please Laura, one of my guild members, I guess I can go ahead and throw on the wings. Not one to really flex or show off, but if you've got them, throw them out there, right? Um, but I've got to say, I really want to thank everybody for tuning in, and giving me your feedback on this and supporting the channel, asking questions, because that's what I'm here for. I want to help you guys succeed as much as I want to succeed, and to know that I've made a difference in your playstyle or how you manage your character. That is going to be one of the biggest things that I'm going to take away from it. Um, but with that, we've got 40 seconds going into this first match. I hope all of you guys enjoy the fights. I'm sorry that the last video going into the top 32 was not as entertaining, uh, but hoping to make a big change going into this. But we'll go through really quick and we'll do a quick brief overview of what the stats are looking like now. I haven't made any huge advances into my evolution, so I'm still stuck at that 52% reflection rate. I was able to build up my critical rate a little bit more. Um, just some little things. But as we dive into this fight here with Dodson, again, we worked through some of the things on his account, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Boy, I almost kind of messed myself up there. GG's to Dodson. That was pretty good. I'm glad he was able to make the changes that he needed to. I don't want to make all of you guys sit through 10 minutes of waiting until the next fight. So we will reconvene when it gets a little closer. Alright guys, and we're back. So, looks like Laura is taking home 4th place. Dodson followed up strong with 3rd. And we are just 30 seconds away from figuring out who's taking home the gold and who's taking home the silver. Lucky for us, we're both in the same guild, so either way, we're going to get the benefits of it. But it should be fun. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you've got questions, if you need help with your builds, feel free to reach out to me in the comments or shoot me a message on Discord. You know, I'm usually always around. But with that, let's go have some fun. Alright, we were able to take 1st round. Let's see about 2nd. Guess we're just gonna run around. Well, that was a little bit lackluster there. But, hey, 1st place it is, I suppose. But GG's, Porter. Alright, guys. Looks like that's it. While I've got you, might as well go through and take a look at the winnings. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like 200 battle coins, 1,000 reputation, couple of jewels of moonlight, nice little picture frame. And now, let's see here, 160 coins. Let's see what we get out of the bet. And finally, something decent. Alright, this is for our alliance chest here. Looks like 300 more coins, 1,500 reputation, 5 jewels of moonlight. Can't ever turn down those coins, I'm telling you. Looks like we got some new markings that we'll be able to throw on our ring here. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to get a whole lot as it is. Looks like I need to stock up on some more jewels of creation. I think I may only have enough for one of those, so we'll save those for a rainy day. And for the 1st place prize, looks like we're getting 2 Crusade Fragment Selection packages. Finally, a guaranteed Wings of Garuda, 10 jewels of moonlight, and 1,000 battle coins. And again, with that, I appreciate you guys stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And with that, I am Delusions, and I am out.